看一眼。哇，靠腰打错字了。我在想说要你剪头发，然后我要打开台打成开头靠腰。删除。都你害的啊！没事跟我讲怎么剪头发，真是。
Kids taking every precaution before setting off in search of you-know-who.
Bye.
One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. Zolf said the calamity failed, and he's right. The Ura stand as living proof of that.
靠腰，
At the heart of the calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out. Put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me. We sought solutions far beyond the city. Traveled near as far as the kid's going right now.
靠，回去满了。Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. 他自己跳一跳掉下去是怎样？哎，又跳回来。
Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people. Came from an a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone. Can't turn back now. This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort.
刚刚好像收到什么信，噔噔，没啥用。
But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancer's little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger.
But remember, the Bastion can fix
everything. We just need that shard.
Is 啦，被烧到死，碎片碎片，干假的啊！
Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front.
太多了吧？
For now, Kid had little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off.
Oh, 终于杀够。
First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia.
Zia.
The Hura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already.
Hello.
The country. She's all to pieces now, but still looking good. The brushers. They moved in shadows, but the Calamity found them. There's something we had to do before going after that last shard. Well, now it's personal, ain't it?
火箭炮吗？
It's personal for him, and it's personal for me.
Hello.
They never saw him coming. He gets his hands on the care
神
package
开
and
好
sent
多
him.
是什么？你的意思是什么？哦，你说我开好
The
多
Hura
是
found a way to keep the Calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow. Kid has to put a damper on their plans.
这样不这样开怎么显示出其实我还有点强的？我好像有点强。
They got their own security and
干还
everything.
炸到自己，
Pretty fancy even.
好难用。
Still, they ain't used to having visitors around. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together.
来啊，出来，出来！不出来是谁？
Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Earl planted in the Bastion.
出来嘛！
It's not the time to get reckless. The Earl ain't pulling punches.
被炸爆了。
Break enough of those things and the calamity rocks slink back into the ground. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
"说到这个，我想试试看其他枪。
Kid's done using the Calamity's power for now, but the Ura ain't finished. They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid.
"鸟好烦哦！
Those rodents are just a bump in the
他被我
road.
推下去。 重来。
When the Ura attacked, we took it hard. And
这个要
now
怎么打？那个鸟真的超烦的。
it's personal for him, and it's personal for me.
怎么是这个？
They never saw him coming. He gets his hands on the care package I sent him. The Ura found a way to keep the calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow.
哎，死掉一次神会自动被关掉。
They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy. Still, they ain't used to having visitors around. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the calamity rocks slink back into the ground. Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now. They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid. Those rodents are just a bump in the road.
神被关掉就没有挑战性了。
By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. They're easy targets. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow.
Oh, 还有这一种。
Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside. The Ura keep hanging on to their barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening. Maybe they know they've lost this, lost to a kid.
幺啊八。
They underestimated us, had us pegged all wrong. Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it. That makes us different from our people now, don't it? Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew. I ain't pulling their punches.
被关厕所。
Zolf, the Hura, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry. As the hour grows desperate, the Hura bring out their big guns.
奇怪，这两边有什么不一样？
But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge. There's nothing standing in his way no more. He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon. Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia. You weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Hura. To your own people. You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true. Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you. They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. I don't need to see what happened to the Hura. I'm trying to undo it, remember? No matter what he's gonna face out there, it'll burn. That thing wasn't always meant to be a weapon, but there's no denying it now. First step to learning the Calamity Cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides. Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over. The Hura probably didn't know they were being watched from Manser Observatory. It was the perfect spot to test something no one's meant to know about. Only trouble was something about the place drove the windbags crazy. Hefty thing like that takes getting used to. Gotta point her in the right direction. Best stand well clear of that impact. Whatever gets in her way is in the world of her, but she ain't the fastest thing. When the windbags caused enough trouble, the Mansers conducted their most secretive research far east of the city.
蛮难的。
You could cause a lot of collateral damage with her if you ain't careful.
还要3000质量。
The more crowded it gets, the more trouble you can cause with a single shot. She's designed to be fine-tuned, just need the proper parts.
我可以骂脏话吗？刚刚那颗竟然是炸掉这一两个。来啊，一起死啊！干！太难了啦！还给我变相嘞！过不去啊！我先回堡垒好了，换个那个。我觉得我需要换一下技能。
Part of the rippling walls floated by, so I caught the kid's old knapsack. Now, who would have taught a kid to do a thing like that? Mancers, they knew everything, even if it cost them. Good thing I didn't throw away the manual. Well, that experiment was a rousing success.
我好像有点强。
If only the Mancers could have seen the kid playing around with their favorite toy. Oh, his manners ain't so bad.
剪个头发这么快啊！不是去存的吗？这感觉好像最后一关呢。所以你洗了2个头吗？
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be all right.
这小只的鸡耶
Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home. The calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the calamity.
哦，500XP，
Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
哦，这啥小？
Zolf know what's funny?
不给退哈。
Well, all of us are waiting for a kid. Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. There's something I want you to understand. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. This disease the Earth planted here will go away. What happens to Zulf will no longer matter. Caelondia will be whole again. Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be all right. Problem is, we'll all be gone.
其实我根本没有时间看他下面的那个台词。Ruth 带着 shirt 回到出特美，你在讲什
Oh,
么
we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
感觉像是要打王。
Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story.
Oh. 一直玩到最后一章，终于可以跳了吗？
You be your old self again. Think of all those
跳。
You follow me? All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them. No mistakes. Anyone you've ever heard.
太亮。
Everything you've ever done.
靠腰嘞。
You could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
一看就觉得要打我。
Who am I kidding?
应该还会有。没了吗？给我这么多东西，结果就一只怪。
Look. There's something else. A confession. How come I know so much about the Bastion? Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time.
哎，靠腰这边没
You
东西。
can't test it.
还有跳过头的。
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
这要怎么跳啊？哦，我终于跳
The
完了。
answer is I don't know.
抓不到我。
wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
靠腰嘞。
Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
The
weight of the calamity.
Oh.
It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores and we'd take off away from here. Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city together. You know Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you? Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia. He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid.
哦，我想起来，那个家伙不会就祖尔夫吧？其实
For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It ain't a simple matter of pride either. thing's for sure. The Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
打完了，王就这样死掉了。这只工程犬也太淫霸了吧！哎，还没啊。
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
所以我可以把它拿起来丢吗？ 没血量，哎，有哎，靠背嘞。这个不可能过啊！
are making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star.
他们让我过去耶，所以我没血，他们就会自动停止的，对。
Mother, I'm here.
为什么要死掉？傻小，被自己人射到。
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now. It reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I said get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
You made it. So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
这两个有什么不一样？我看不懂啊，我到现在看不懂啊。会使恢复协议失效。这个过程对你的插座到底是什么啊？这个过程对你的插座将造成难以挽回的伤害，到底是什么意思？我的插座会烧起来吗？妈死！大陆翻译实在是靠腰。这还真难选择哎。你那个时候是选哪一个？回复以前，又继续现在。好了，人总要看着未来。我应该先存档的。
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself, but instead you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. But carrying on with you here, we can't go back no more, but I suppose we could go wherever we please.
大陆翻译实在是。
And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look in their faces when we dock this thing right on their doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
Bastion。我好像在 Facebook 打成 Bastion。我好像我的 YouTube 不会打 Bastion， 靠呀！回复很精彩会怎样？你现在是在逼我玩第二次吗？我才不要嘞！结束就结束了，不管它。我好像是打Bastion，看我腰嘞！ 好短啊！哎，我还以为结束了。First Part 第一派对营运是啥小啊？协调者、经理市职又是什么？副总统哎、我靠，用到副总统，妈，我觉得看大陆的翻译根本就是笑话。好吧，他们总统可能是跟我们的总统不一样的意思。可是第一派对营运到底是啥小？出售美国，他是要写 sales 吗？突然就没音乐。没有，我还有另外一块游戏，我先把它玩一玩。总统都出现了。对啊，我还蛮想要它的原声带的。说到游戏，我觉得 Steam 实在是太过分了。最近那个特价实在是，还有一个不小心，我这边本来只到这边而已，现在游戏大概多了1倍。毕竟是那个 WB 出来的嘛，他们的出的游戏音乐其实都不错。好像结束了。这也不错啊，这个游戏玩了4个小时多。好了，结束。换游戏。等一下，刚刚这个我怎么都没有拿到成就？就2个啊，剩下的是什么鬼？还有啊，我不是执行游戏的，还有游戏嘞。亲爱的游戏，你他妈居然还要重新设定是怎样？我真的是打 BO 我执行那个 deadline， 我先把这个重开一次，让它存档。